My husband is furious that I went on a date with another guy, but we agreed to an open marriage.
I don't know who to be mad at yet.
I, 30 female, come from a family with lots and lots of divorces and messy breakups. However, as a little girl, I grew up with a loving mom, dad, and baby sister. I think your term is nuclear family. By the way, this comes from Creative Sky 1049 on the r/OKstorytime subreddit. So when I turned 15, my mom had an affair with another man and was in love with the feeling of being in love.
Ooh, in love with being in love is rough.
Yeah.
That's pretty rough.
That's just being addicted to the beginning parts of a relationship. So
what a thrill.
She left my dad and I was dumbstruck. I didn't believe in love anymore. And with all the crap that happened after, I had a hard time seeing myself in a relationship.
Fair enough.
Nonetheless, I dated and found that a semi-open relationship worked best for me. This will be important later on. Now to the real story of me being an a-hole. I met my now ex-husband when I was 19. He was 29. I was attracted to him in his stability, morals, personality, and work ethic. He wasn't a supermodel by looks, but I saw him as a good man and liked him a lot. As we got more serious, I had a talk with him and told him about my take on relationships. He was okay with it.
Okay.
We would respect each other, tell each other everything, and the other could always say no to a potential date outside our relationship. And everything was fine. We soon moved in together at his place, and as we grew closer, we started talking about having a family. I eventually got pregnant after 1.5 years, and we had the talk, I guess, about the family growing.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to change our relationship, and he, again, was okay with that. Everything was fine.
Okay, so his seal of approval is firmly stamped.
It's stamped each time.
Onto this arrangement.
When my bump started to show, he started withdrawing himself. He didn't want to touch me. He wasn't interested in spending time with me, and he stopped complimenting me. I had a lot going on in my pregnancy, so I shrugged it off as him not wanting to hurt me. Now, for context, I've always been slim, fit, small, boobied, and had a wide hips.
Out of all the ways you could have done that, you chose easily
the worst
the
route.
most immature way to do it.
What should I say?
Small boobied.
Sorry, small milkers.
Yeah, well, actually,
whoa,
there you go. You
it's
topped
getting
it off.
All right, sorry.
Small chested?
Small bazonkas.
Oh, you're 3 for 3, actually.
Samuel, you're
Let's
like
go.
shooting yourself in the foot here.
All right, anyway. And had wide hips. I gained a lot of weight due to diabetes in my pregnancy. In my country, it's called GDM. And I, however, lost most of the weight gained in the first year of motherhood. My sister got bazonka.
yeah, hell yeah. That actually that's appropriate. When you're talking about implants, you call them bazongas.
Well, I was pregnant, and I was happy for her. I see you. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. She always wanted it, and I supported her. This will matter later in the story. No! As I lost extra weight and eventually started bazonga eating.
No, not the right use of bazonga. You don't use it when it's about breastfeeding.
Okay.
You just
Awooga
say
feeding.
breastfeeding, not awooga feeding. Just say it. Say it with me. Ready?
Like the cartoon. Ooh.
Awooga, awooga.
Read the story.
I lost a lot of my temporary volume in my bazonga area.
That one just said chest. Oh.
I'm literally dealing with children right now.
Bazonga.
I never had big
Sheldon.
basketballs before, so I didn't think anything of it.
Did big basketballs now?
My partner and father of my baby boy, however, noticed, and instead of saying something indirect to me, he now started commenting on my sister's implants and other women's bazungas and looking.
I like how you flipped up the vowels there too. Bazungas. Like
and
bazoon tight.
And looking into the cost of such an operation. I never wanted implants. Mind you, he still didn't spend time with me, touched me, complimented me, or did anything to make me feel loved or special. I talked to him about it, and he didn't want to change it. He felt that he couldn't be attracted to me since my pregnancy.
Boo this man.
Then,
Boo.
a few
Boozonga.
years later, he popped the question. It was awkward, but that's another story. I said yes because even though we had problems, I loved him and I wanted to make things work. We then again had the talk, and we both agreed that we didn't want to change anything. He changed after this, though.
Oh, but you just had the talk where you weren't going to change.
Well, no. He got more attentive and loving.
Oh.
He started complimenting me
Oh.
and suddenly wanted to have another baby.
Okay.
I was
Oh.
thrilled. We got married, and the next summer we had a big, fancy celebration. Not my choice. He wanted that big, fancy wedding. Everything seemed perfect, though. After a month of being married, he goes back to his old ways and starts ignoring me. And worst of all, he ignores his son.
What?
He needs time off.
What is this guy? Who is this guy? What's going on
Ignores
here?
our own son. Throughout our whole relationship, we've been able to chat and flirt with others without worry. If one of us wanted to go on a date with someone, we should consult each other first. I've never felt the need to go on a date, so I've just flirted with others. My husband read most of the chats and was okay with it. He even liked it.
Oh, wow.
I've never read his and didn't care to. I don't know if there was anyone else or not. I just trusted him. When he started ignoring me and my son, I felt depressed, and I felt I was no longer happy in my life. Of course you would. I tried to talk to my husband about it, but he didn't care. If I wanted attention, I could find it elsewhere or get implants like my sister. So basically her only option is she's like, either I can go on dates or I can get some like Tata increase.
Get some
What kind of
Bazingas.
ultimatum is that?
Bazingas.
It's like, oh yeah.
It's just like a weird, gross thing to lay on someone to be like, you have to do this
That's
or I
terrible.
just don't see myself being with you. It's like,
Nicole H says, if he wants implants so much, he can get his own.
yeah, good idea. Is that why he wanted to get back? Like he like wanted her to have another baby
I think
because he wanted to like he wanted to test
he
drive
wanted
the
the
bigger
fun bags.
Bazingas again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Simultaneously, I, now 25, wow, like she's young, get a new colleague, male 42, who appreciates my input and intellect. We start having friendly conversations. He one day compliments me for being such a strong and feminine individual in a man's world. Let's go. I worked in production and had only male colleagues. I felt shy for some reason, but shrugged it off with thank you. After a few months with his new friendship, I started to feel attracted to him.
Uh-oh.
Oh, baby.
Oh,
Oh,
say
baby.
it begins.
I talked to my husband about it, and he okayed it. Just wanted to be kept in the loop. I started to flirt with him. My colleague then asked me on a date. I tell him I have to talk to my husband about it, and he understands completely. That's such a weird.
That's why I got to talk to my husband about this date first. He goes, I completely understand. That's
Weird.
completely reasonable.
Oh, wait. My husband again says, fine. I go on a date, and for the first time in a long time, I feel attractive, sexy, appreciated. He tells me all the right things and compliments me. I feel special again.
Yeah, he tells her, like, your bazingas are just the right size for me.
Let me give a little suckle.
Oh, whoa. Hey, it's too far on the first date, even though I'm in an open marriage. Hey, take it slow. I got to ask my husband if you can do that. Hey, Keon, don't look at me like that. Okay.
So I tell my colleagues that I don't want to ruin our friendship, but can't keep seeing him because he's giving me all the things I miss at home. Because she's worried like he's gonna take over basically the marriage. Like this is gonna be exactly what she wants.
Oh, yeah.
He's very kind and understanding and tells me he's always there for a chat if needed. I thank him and go home to my family. I come home from the date and my husband loses his crap. He didn't want me to go on the date. He was testing me to see if I would actually go.
What?
He continues to insult me and tells me I can only date women from now on since I can't fall in love with a woman.
What?
I don't know if that's true.
That's also not. Is this guy?
Don't know if that's true.
This guy's got the brain of a 12-year-old.
You said You said you were down with the open marriage. I'm
No.
not sure about that logic since I am bi and therefore attracted to both men and women. Over the next month, he ends up kicking me out of the apartment, filing for divorce, calling all of my family, for suing me for the cost of our son, and asking my sister to take revenge on me by sleeping with him.
No way. All because you went on a date?
Dude, I think he just wanted to sleep with the sister the whole time.
It might be. That's the conspiracy theory now. He
In the
just wanted
following
that
months,
sissy.
he regrets all of this and wants me back,
He wanted the sissy.
saying he felt insecure and replaced since he couldn't find anyone to hook up with outside our marriage. Damn, sorry you don't got it like that,
Yeah,
bro.
dude. Sorry you can't pull like your baddie husband or wife with,
You had it.
Small
you had it. You
bazingas.
had it. You
Small
were so good.
bazingas
with
and
small
wide
small
hips.
hooters.
Hooters. Oh, we haven't used that one. We haven't used that one yet. Hooters.
Yeah.
Good job, Sam.
About getting back together with him. But when I talked to my sister, she called one of our female friends and asked her to tell me something. My husband had taken our son on a play date with my friend and her daughter to ask her if she would move in with him and be a family. When she asked if he was having a brain bleed, he proceeded to ask her to have revenge spicy sleep with him since my sister didn't want to. Mind you, this conversation is happening right next to my son and her daughter.
This guy might be having a brain bleed.
She was as pissed as I am. And if you want to be less pissed with the crap going on in your life, you should join us live every weekday at 3 p.m. PST right here on YouTube. Just tap our profile.
Tap it. And maybe
There's more to
tap it
discuss.
again, too. Tap it twice.
Yeah, tap it more than this guy is tapping anyone because this man can't get laid for the life of him.
So he accepted the open marriage and then pulled exactly zero
Honeys.
human beings.
Yeah.
Not what honeys, bunnies.
And
No,
funnies.
0 birds, 0 bees.
Yep. Man's
And then he
praying,
was like-
begging on his knees.
And he's like, wife, I need you to have bigger tatas. And
think he's in
also,
the
I want to
position
sleep
to
with
be
your
making
sister.
demands.
And also, like, what? This guy's just trash. Just leave him, I guess. Like that.
Yeah.
Your problem is gonna solve itself when you get this piece of crap dude out of your life.
I don't know why it's taken so long to just want to leave him.
I mean, youngish love. They
Well,
fell in love.
Remember this.
Early.
She was 19. He was 29. Yeah. Yeah. You forgot about that one. Because you guys were so set on bazungas over
But
there.
it's
Yeah.
no 93 and 26.
Yeah. What was it?
What was
It's a-
the Sarah Ann and
Yeah.
Nicole
yeah.
coming to a theater near you. That's coming out.
Yeah.
soon.
Anna Nicole Smith coming soon.
But there is more to this update. I never again thought of going back to him, and even though I treat him respectfully for my son's sake, I don't care about him at all. I know that I'm the a-hole in a traditional relationship, but somehow I became the bad guy in this one. So, am I the a-hole? P.S. Today, I am in a great and traditional relationship with the love of my life, the greatest
Good.
stepdad I could wish for, and have found that I love him so deeply that I wouldn't want to share him. However, we agreed upon a closed monogamous relationship from the beginning and have always agreed upon that. And that is where this story ends.
I mean, a lot of people might hate me for this.
What?
I already hate you for you.
Aw.
Thanks, babe. I love you.
Just kidding. I
That's
love
how
Dakota.
that's how we talk. All right.
We talk. I'm
That's
Swedish.
That's how we
I'm
love.
Swedish.
That's our Swedish love, guys. Okay.
Don't worry. We're going to do stuff behind the camera.
But that's where the story ends.